guys, welcome. So if you join me at the feminine, you know the feminine is in a time of spiritual transcendence. And we are working on grounding love spiritually. And that's how we're healing from lust. We're grounding love through our spirit, through the divine, and our connection to the masculine energy as feminine. And the work that the feminine is connected to the masculine. Thus, the work that the masculine does is connected to the feminine. And we have Venus. Venus is hanging with La Luna. And for any of you that haven't checked out these readings, I'll link them down below because we got messages from La Luna and Venus. As Venus is the farthest away from the sun on the ecliptic path that the planets take. And that's how they end up getting into contact with one another. There's a similar path. And it's creating new energy for us. As we know, what happens in the macrocosm affects the microcosm. The microcosm, macrocosm, and that's what happens out there in the heavens is going to affect us down here. We are all connected, and we are creating with the same patterning, the patterning that's built, the universe is built off of. We're just expanding it. We're expanding it anew. Let's get some messages. What's happening, Divine Masculine? What's going down? And remember, these are energies, so you can be resonating with the feminine energy, you can be resonating with the masculine, you can be resonating with both. The Hanged Man and the Wheel of Fortune. This is going without, and this is connected to the water energies. So this is going without, and this is making the sacrifice of the generous charge connected to the divine. To make connection. This is where we remove the stagnancy, the stagnant cup in the Four of Cups, Five of Cups energy. In order to get back to connection, in order to create. Something is coming together here. We know right now we're seeing through the veil of illusions, the veils being parted. We're being healed from the Nine of Swords energy. And this Wheel of Fortune, something's coming together. This is like manifesting energy. We're manifesting. And you know, they sent me a message for the masculine. The masculine is moving from the south node to the north node. And that's the south node being our life's debts, our karma, and the karma that we came here to cleanse as part of the balancing of our karmic scales in order to be in union and to just live our best lives. Not everything is about union. It's about living our best lives, being whole. And this is showing me that the masculine, whatever the masculine is healing from here and making the sacrifice of the generous charge, going without in order to heal, to make connection, to see what needs to be seen. It's like it's the energy of the serpent. It's in order to use, we're going to heal at this point so our energy can be moving through our chakras, our kundalini. And we want it to be flowing because we're going to connect from the earth star to the soul star. And when we're flowing like that, we're online. Like we're online. We're creating with our light. We are very high vibe. And we're mastering ourselves. We're mastering our energy. And this is like doing work in order to see something that needs to be seen. And it's pointing us to our true north home. That's the message. The masculine is activating something from within that is showing where to go next. And it's connected to this compass and the true north home, being home. And that's, you know, where that saying comes from. You know, the North Star, follow the North Star home. That's the north, connected to the north node of the moon and our 10 of Cups. Our life's purpose. So the masculine is moving towards the 10 of Cups and his life's purpose. And this is connecting to the feminine energy. It's very angelic feminine energy. This is like the feminine energy that creates for the greater good. It's very high vibes. We have the Nine of Earth right here on the bottom of the deck. So Father Fire. This is the King of Fire, the King of Wands. So now, there you are, masculine. You have your God spark. You are moving home. You're going home. Following this compass to the north. From the south node to the north node, baby. To your 10 of Cups. And Temperance is here with the Lovers. So literally, the energy of the heavens and the angels are helping to temper and our alchemy in order to connect to the feminine and move forward. And Temperance has to do with what's happening in the Hanged Man. It's connected to the alchemy of the Hanged Man. You know, Temperance is connected to the sun and the moon. And that's the key here. Temperance is connected to the sun and the moon. And is helping us to hit our mark, hit our aim, to find our true north home. And that's connected to the feminine and the love that the masculine and feminine share. And this has everything to do with healing right now and the energy of the Caduceus, the Kundalini, and the two serpents. The two serpents that are here to symbolize our transformation and our healing. We know the feminine right now is working on cleansing negative energies and just putting up boundaries. You know, we put up boundaries, and when our boundaries are crossed, my energy vampires, we have to be in the energy of the dolphin and protect, because this is about our best lives. This is about our fortune increase. And this is also about the next 7 generations plus, and creating for better lives for them, and really having that generous charge of the light to understand we're creating for the next 7 generations plus. So we're doing the things that are right for the collective as well as what's right for ourselves. And this is going to be connected to the divine. And something is being created here. And it's connected to the sword of clarity, the divine, and the masculine and the feminine. And it just has to do with Temperance. There's a message from Temperance. Here's the message. The trials and temptations you currently experience will lead you toward integration, the middle way, the path of moderation. Through acting in moderation, your fears are conquered and your purity shines forth. You are in a period of growth, of stretching yourself spiritually. Through allowing inner growth, you will arrive at a period of profound realization. And that's the message. That's why Temperance was just zinging. It's beautiful. It's healing. And it's connected to the 9 of Earth, which is the 9 of Pentacles, and that's building to our 10 of Pentacles, our part of fortune increase. And that's connected to the message that we received through Venus. Venus is going to help us ground love and materialize it here through our spirituality as we connect with the moon. And that has to do with our authentic tune and true self. And right now that's connected to Mother Wind. This is where the masculine is connecting to the feminine energy. And that is the Queen of Swords. So we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. Connecting to create. And let's just see. Alrighty, let's change. This is the what's happening. Change. Change. Dancing clouds. Throughout time, people have looked to the heavens for signs. And in the ever-changing movement of the clouds, they have seen shapes and forms that seem to be direct messages from the Creator. Clouds are shapeshifters. Their essence is the same, but they can change from mist to rain to ice to snow to water. The transient nature of clouds lends the understanding that life is transitory and ever-changing. The sacred landscape wants you to know. It's okay to change your mind. It's all right to change directions. You do not need to be consistent. This is the time to put needs and expectations of others aside and listen to the beat of your own drum. You don't need to follow tradition. Create your own tradition. You are free to express yourself and let your spirit fly. Be daring. Go beyond predictable behavior. Just because something has been done a certain way doesn't mean that it needs to continue to be done that way. You can't control the exact circumstances of your life, but you can control what meaning you give to them. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to be carefree, wild, and unpredictable. So we have to be able to change directions, Divine Masculine, in order to go home. And that's what this is about. We know that compass is here to show us we're changing directions. As well as to, we have to change things around here, guys. We're expanding that Fibonacci sequence, that Fibonacci spiral. We're not going to go back into the loop. We're expanding out of it. We're not the serpent that eats his own tail anymore. We came here to activate new patterning. And that means change. And that means we're changing through us. And that means we're making new traditions. That means we're making, new celebrations. We're creating we're creating what hasn't been seen. And it's time to create what hasn't been seen. This is not, going back to the old templates. This is a new. It's connected to the future, the golden ages, what we came here to build, why we're activating. All right. Let's get our message from the moon, La Luna. What does La Luna have to say? So we're changing. Changing shapes. We're shapeshifters around here. And that means birth of a whole new self. Yeah, and there's Saturn return. Ooh, void of course moon missing. This is where the moon's in transit between signs. The moon's missing. And we're not in alignment. We're off course. But we have to trust in the divine in order to see what we need to see to get back on course. So this is about having trust and faith in the divine and what you cannot see right now. And allowing the reason vibration, the change, the shift in order to get back on course. And it's connected to Saturn's return age. And this is where we're expanding with our wisdom. It takes approximately 29 years for Saturn to orbit the sun. And so that's our first bit of experience. By that first time, we've gained some experience. By the second time Saturn orbits the sun, that's 60 years. And, we're really seeing our mortality. We understand tomorrow's coming, but what's happening is many of us are being shown our mortality today. So that we understand that tomorrow's here to create with those energies now. We're not waiting for tomorrow. Now is here. The time is now. And it's connected to our solar eclipse, our revolutions. And that's where the great change started off. This is change. This is the Two of Wands. This is change. This is our great revolutions. This is our best lives. And to revolutionize our worlds, we're going to have to shape-shift some things and watch some things burn away. We're going to have to mourn that, grieve that, feel that loss, but then watch things rise up and create anew. And that's where learning the benefits of destruction, and that's part of life, in order to create anew and the creation of anew. And how that feels, allowing ourselves those feelings and forgiving ourselves and looking at things as experience. I'm not good or bad. I had these experiences. I learned my lessons, and now I'm going to shift things. I'm a shapeshifter, and I'm working with the divine. I'm working with my light. Okay, and we know it has to do with our heartbreak. And look at that, Chiron is here to help us heal. And Chiron is here with the feminine too. Chiron is helping us to heal. It's helping us with this feel good connection. Okay? And I just want to say, this is the Eight of Cups in the tarot. And this is Judgment. All right. Where are we going? Where are we going, Divine Masculine? And you can see, before I start here, these cards are connected. The connection between them. This is helping us to get into alignment and cultivate trust and faith in the divine, the Eight of Cups, and our reunification. Our reunification of wholeness between the masculine, feminine child, body, mind, soul, the heavens, the earth, and us. We gotta get connected. Oh, and wow. Dude, speaking of connection, there's connection. Look at the crown. There's the crown right there. And we are in completion and embodiment of our transformations. Our Merkaba is in working order. We've connected here. Body, mind, soul, masculine, feminine, child. Heavens, earth, and us. We're connected. We're lit with the light. And there's the energy of the moon dragon. The moon dragon is here. And there, you know what? There's a message in for us here today in this card. And look, it's connected to the lovers. And there it is. There is union, reunification, the connection of the masculine and feminine energies through the divine and through higher self, through the angels, through all the energies that we came here to use in order to create a new. And it is connected to change and realization and the star. It's time for change, guys. For the masculine and feminine, we have our Ace of Swords, the Sword of Clarity, our realizations. This is connected to our divine blueprints, our light, and where we're going. And we're not in uncertainty anymore. We see what we need to see. And it's all about faith right now. It's about faith to see through our illusions. We see through our illusions in the Seven of Cups, and that's what's happening. We've come full circle. This is what's happening here in the energy of the Hangman. We are seeing through our illusions in order to have faith, trust, and heal, and ground the energy of the cosmos, the heavens to the earth, through us. And get our chakras, energy just lit and flow. Like you can see all the energy flowing through. From the heavens to the earth. This is the most beautiful creation feeling. Like I feel it. I just feel so good. I just want to hold on to this energy. I don't want to let go. And we're doing it through finding compassion. This is through compassion and the Ace of Cups. And we're creating with compassion from within to without. And that's a key piece of information, masculine, in order to heal right now, okay? Let's get our message here from the crown. Upon emerging on the other side of the portal, Patch, that's the character here, experiences a new transcended state of consciousness. He thought in the beginning that he could detach himself from his body and be a free spirit. But as he completes his journey, he realizes that spirit and body are one. And he is the supreme creator of his reality. His crown chakra is now fully opened. He looks out over the horizon with a feeling of familiarity, realizing he is back where he began his journey long ago, and then takes a step off this new cosmic cliff. This is all about the grand and harmonious completion and resolution to a cycle in your life and the beginning of a bold new adventure from a new way of thinking. It most often signifies ideas such as everything coming together at long last or experiencing mastery of a profession or craft. Traveling to new places, both inside yourself and outside the world, in the most cosmic and esoteric sense. The crown represents the ability to take control of your destiny, embodying all that you truly are, and actively creating your reality with greater spiritual understanding and enlightenment. And that's what you're doing now, masculine. You're actively creating your reality with a greater spiritual understanding and embodiment. And it's connected to the Lovers. The Lovers depicts all of the previous characters in a single image. The Hierophant, the Emperor, the Empress, the Priestess, and the Wizard. They stand across from each other, joining hands and connecting, depicting the alchemical process of marriage between all opposing forces, mature and youthful male and female energies, which has developed over the past 5 cards. This is the union of opposites, showing unity and duality in a single image. So the first 5 cards we know are the first 5 cards of the tarot, where we're on our journey of transcendence, spiritual transcendence. As the masculine is doing the same as the feminine. The Lover's card speaks towards a sense of devotion to each other in relationships, a choice you must make, a balance within the dualities within yourself. It is loving and kind, honoring what is different within the opposites without judgment, and expressing gratitude for the various perspectives that we share, so that we may all come closer to each other and ourselves. Finally, this card may represent a call to look at any particular relationship in your life and find harmony where there is not. So there's many messages from this card. So we're finding harmony in our relationships, but this is really about our connections with, like I said, opposite energies, and not a love that's possessive. You know, this is not like, oh, you have this list and this woman has to check off this list, or this man has to check off this list. Like, have to drive this car, have to have this job, has to be this age. This is not like that. This is love. This is just love that's free, and you love that person for who they are, and you allow them to be free, and you allow them to flourish. And it's not like, you know, you have to meet up here so I can love you, and I have to meet up here. This is connection. This is vibration. This is freedom. This is a love that, you know, doesn't possess. And it doesn't put you in a box. It's allowing you to expand with the divine and create your Fibonacci sequence and spiral. All right. Let's get an oracle message and we will say goodbye. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We're having a special reading because it is the leap day. That's a couple too many. But I mean, the Lover's card is here twice. And I know that we are all craving connection. And we have to heal. We have to heal the connections within to without. And it starts with the divine. Divine love starts with the divine and a relationship with the divine. And cultivating the surrendering to divine timing. Cultivating that what that feels like. Look, there's 2 cards and the feminine got 2, so the masculine's getting 2. We have got spell, manifestation, and fire, passion. Spell, manifestation. Make a wish or cast a spell. Your magic works so very well. Be sure to keep threefold law. Gifts will abound all the more. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There it is, done. This is a good time for you to work spells, for magic abounds. Your manifestation abilities are heightened, and a magical energy runs through all of you put your focus on. All that you put your focus on. Well, let me read that more clearly. Your gift at this moment in time is to bring about what you desire. It's as strong as it is your understanding of the elements, herbs, and a candle magic. But remember to be careful what you wish for, as you could be blind to any unseen factors if the action you take is not for the highest good. Manifestation asks you to heed the threefold law and remember that whatever you send out comes back. Be transparent about your wishes and take into consideration any consequences that may occur. Live accordingly in harmony with a level of consciousness that will harm none, and be aware of your thoughts and words at every moment. Master this and you will be in a position to receive all that you ask for. Which is foresight. You have the Midas touch right now. Remember to use clarity when visualizing your desires. Use positive affirmations to ensure the outcome you wish for. Your spells are working. Study and follow the threefold law. When you create magical spells with your intent, desires, and goals, you need to be aware of the outcome. Do what you will, but harm none, as this is the threefold law. Your thoughts, actions, words, and deeds are spoken or directed need to be for the good of all, including you. Use powers of concentration, tools, and herbs to invoke magical effect. Now, this doesn't mean you need to go be, I gotta go get a cauldron and make spells and get a candle. This is what you feel called to do, how you feel called to manifest, and your words are your spells. We know that. What we say, and it's a spell. And our thoughts attract what's coming to us. So that's why it's about being more conscious and aware of our words and our thoughts and our actions. And having our words and thoughts and actions all meet up into alignment and being created with the intention of the heart and the greater good and what's right. And we are shown that with the divine. And we know we're all connected. So it's not about your needs and wants in a selfish way. It's about doing the work in order to heal and see what you need to see and to create with what's right within your heart space. And that's where the stability of the light is created. And that's where your personal power is really gained, and you do solar plexus healing. We have to be, when we call on the angels to manifest our emotions and to materialize what we're materializing here, we have to really know where that intent is coming from. And is it coming from our heart? Is it coming from our heart space? Fire, passion. Now call upon the spirit of fire to invoke new courage in all you desire. Its strength will ravish fears and plight and ignite the flame of passion tonight. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Which is wisdom. Your sparkle has waned and something is missing. Whether it is our lust for life, belief in yourself, or motivation, the element of fire is waiting to spice things up. Witches have a profound affinity with this element, for they recognize the power of a flame through spell work and connection with the ancestors. The magic of fire invokes lust, passion, attraction, and love. You are being encouraged to cast aside your fear of the flame and bring warmth into your inner world. Fire waits to be acknowledged and worked with you. Invite fire into your life and allow the strength of its energy to purify and cleanse any doubts and worries that have clouded your view. Fire will fuel you to be able to walk in your true light with full might, vitality, and vigor as you reclaim your power. And this is helping you to get to your true north home. You can't be afraid of your flame any more, divine masculine. No more being afraid of your flame. You let that flame shine. You let that fire be ignited by the divine. By your passion to create love and healing for yourself, nurturing for yourself, and all of our loved ones. Which is foresight. Work with the element of fire to eliminate negative thoughts and behaviors. Imagine etheric flames raging and consuming any darkness that lies within. Your fear of fire stems from a past life. Your renewed passion invokes the love you've been waiting for. And this is true. We can use visualization techniques. They work and they help us heal and manifest. And that's really how we're going to start working with our third eye. We got to get the muscles moving in there. Since time began, the sun, the spark of life, has ignited our inner fire and passion. Fire deities such as Belanos and Brigid have imbued our courage and empowered us to focus on the energy of life. The atham or sword represents the fire element. Lighting a candle is the physical representation of fire and can be seen through the veil. And isn't that a key piece of information? Fire can be seen through the veil of illusion, and this is the time we're in. The veil is being parted so we can see the light. And that literally, that message is here right now. I want to thank you for joining me here. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. I will see you for our Leap Day reading.